quick recap of the day. When we first got here, we found a nice little noodle shop, like curry time kind of shop, where we could get vending machine, order, and bring it in and get our soup or curry. We tried to re-find that area, but we can't remember which train station it was in, so we went to go get lost in two of them, which was in Uno and Tokyo Station. We just kind of walked around and didn't know what the hell we were doing. But then we...
Because we were, like, hunger deprived cheese.
Oh, yeah, hunger deprived.
Around with half a brain.
Yeah, so, well, we found food anyway in the Tokyo Station. Twice. Second breakfast. And then we went to Akihabara, and we were just, like, it's a huge shopping district. Like, if you can think of it, and it's Japan, anime, electronic related, it's there. It's gigantic, and there's just neon signs and people everywhere. It was packed. We were there for, God, a good 6-7 hours just walking around through all the shops. We still didn't look through all of them. There was a lot of figurine shops. There was a lot of gaming places. Like, there was a lot of places where you could go play crane games. Evil crane games. Separate video for that one. I did a quick cover of two different kinds of these crane games, but they were Satan. Let's see here. Lots of shops. It was like they were malls, but instead of having like Mall of America where it's got like 3 floors, it's more like malls where it's got like 8 or 9 floors, and they each have their different kind of sections to them. Like, you'd get off the escalator, and one half, you'd get off, and one half in front of you would be something like home electronics, something like TVs, VCRs, like home theater. How about that? Like, but then the other half would be like vacuum cleaners and rice cookers and stuff like that. It was really odd. There was a lot to see. Then we went to Akihabara. We got souvenirs and stuff for people on our lists, our good lists. Lots of rights. There was a couple places. There was just the Sega building. It just said Sega on it. I don't know if it was like the official Sega area, but then there was another place called Club Sega. Both of them were basically the same exact thing, where it was 5 floors. The first 2 floors were those crane game kind of things that I was talking about earlier. But then the top 3 floors and the bottom floor, like the basement floor, was just arcade. Arcade. I got pictures and video of some of them, and it was packed. And these shops, besides that, were like, you had maybe 2.5 feet of space to walk through the aisles, and there was a ton of games and anime and mangas and movies and clothes and stuff. It was nuts, and there's floors and floors of it. Let's see, Akihabara. So we got most of our souvenirs and stuff. Randy got chopsticks and a fan. I got a fan and a neat sake set. I got stuff for other people, but you get to wait to see what that is. Let's see here. When we came back here, dropped off our stuff. Oh, before we did that, we went to one of those sushi bars where you sit down at a bar.
Go round.
It's a go-round sushi bar, and there's a conveyor belt that brings just the sushi on plates, and it goes around
Sushi chef
on the conveyor belt.
Yep,
sushi chef makes it right in front of you, puts it on the conveyor belt, and you pick up whatever plate you want to eat, and just eat away. Eat as much as you want. At the end, they tally up. The plates that they're on are how much they cost.
Oh.
Just the colored, coded kind of thing. more like design coded. But yeah, so we ate there, but we met this guy. Like we sat down, we had no idea what we were doing, but there was this guy right next to us, and he started saying, "It's like, grab whatever you want. There's chopsticks in that box right there. There's hot water there. There's a hot water spigot. There's cups down there, and then there's green tea, like dust powder over there, so you can make green tea for free. It wasn't one of those added things." And then we kind of sat in silence for 10 minutes or whatever, and I said thank you when he was explaining this stuff to me. It's not like I was just completely not saying anything, but then I turned to him and just said, "Where are you from? What do you do?" Like, I just started talking to him, and I guess he's from Norway. He gets paid to go to school because they're better than us in America. Denmark, Norway, yeah. I'm pretty sure he said Denmark and Norway. I'm not sure. But we started, BSing. He knew really good English. He knew Chinese. He knew Hindu. He knew a couple other languages.
He was a looker.
I guess he was a looker. Got a picture of him. That'll be happening. His name was Shan. He's also studying physics and traveling the world with the money that the school gives him to go to school.
Physics.
For physics. And apparently like 6 languages. Like, damn. But it was his last day here. He was in Japan for about a month. So it was just kind of weird. It's like, there's this guy that's never left the country, me. There's this guy that's left the country a ton. From across the world anyway. And we both met in a sushi shop in Japan. Like, small world, guys. But he was really cool. We talked to him for a while. He told us, like, I asked him what he would suggest going to do since we only have 4 or 5 more days left, and he had a month. We're going to Kyoto tomorrow.
I thought he left tonight.
Tonight, tomorrow, whatever. It's his last day.
Mm.
So we're going to Kyoto tomorrow. To see the more kind of old-timey traditional Japan. When you think about the, pagodas, those tiered buildings, the old kind of architecture. Pretty sure we could see some of that stuff there, but it's going to be like a 2.5 hour train ride. So we got to wake up early. I don't know, and we tried tonight to go out, like it's 10 o'clock now. Can't see it, but that's a clock right there. Taking on his suggestion, we went to the Tokyo station and we went to Akihabara. He didn't suggest Akihabara, but I figured since it was so lit up during the day, it's probably even more so at night, which it pretty much was. But there wasn't really nightlife. It was just the stores still. They were just still open.
Lots of boobies.
Yep. There was basically a booby shop.
Well, no. All the girls that were dressed up.
Oh, yeah, there was lots of, like, during the day, I guess I didn't notice them or they weren't there, but there was a lot of girls dressed up as maids, just, lookers, and they were handing out pamphlets for stores and blah, 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 but there was a lot of them. Like, we walked down this one, I suppose I would call it an alleyway, it's really just a road, and there was, people walking down, like, small crowds, but there was probably like 30 of these girls handing out pamphlets, and there's only like 6 stores over here. Like, Jesus, I don't know. I didn't take any of them. They didn't offer me.
Because I was just walking next to you.
I'm fat and intimidating. Or Randy was walking next to me, whatever. And then Tokyo Station, we just walked out of the station. It's like, yep, that's a bus yard. That's a train station. Like, there wasn't a clear direction to go, so we just kind of gave up since my feet were killing me at that point. Yeah, so now we're back here, going to bed soon, obviously. Just doing a recap of the day, so we're not forgetting anything when we go to bed, because that's what happened last night. We did lots of stuff yesterday, and we went to lots of places yesterday, and we woke up this morning and we had no idea which place was what, because we weren't taking notes on the way.
Yeah, I thought today was really fun.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying, yesterday we can't remember crap from, like, we went to this station and did this, we went to that station and did that. It's like, I don't know which one is which anymore, because we went to, like, 6 different stations. We did a lot. And we didn't eat much. That was yesterday, though. We ate a lot today. But it was good. It's all friggin' delicious. Like, I'd have a hard time getting sick of this food, especially with the sushi bars now. Oh, fantastic. Expensive. Well, it wasn't terrible.
The
Probably.
roundabout wasn't good.
No, I had probably like 6 plates of sushi, and it was like $15. Oh, no.
It wasn't that much.
One of mine was like $6.
Mm-hmm.
And then another one was, I think it was close to 15 for me.
For you.
Mine
was like 4.
I only had a stack of, I think, 6 plates. The guy that we were talking to had a stack of like 15, plus a bottle of sake. So he paid a lot more than we did, but the plates varied from, I think, $1.50 to like $6 or $7. And it was just a small plate, small plate, and it had 2 or 3 up to 4 pieces of sushi on it. Like, sushi, these little things. They're not big, but they're really good. That was the highlight of the day, finding Shan.
Sounds so fun.
No, just trying to think of anything else. I think that was it for today. We just did a lot of walking and shopping. Tomorrow is the actual, I'll actually bring my camera, I'm pretty sure. Instead of just walking around with my camera phone and taking pictures and video and taking up space on there. Got a neat little case thing for my phone where it was between that and a solar panel to charge stuff by the sun. It's a case that it's a phone case, but it's got a battery on it. It's basically doubling my phone's battery life, which is, it's neat. It makes it heavier. It's a little bit clunky. But when especially here, since I don't have the plug available for 15 hours at a time, I don't have time to charge my phone, and I have to have it on me with the GPS and stuff, so we don't get lost. Especially now that tomorrow we're going to Kyoto after a 2.5 hour train ride. I mean, that's phone battery gone just because of that. So we'll be doing that. We'll be updating, and hopefully, sooner or later, pictures will be accompanying these videos. I know they're boring. Sorry.
You sound bored.
I'm tired, and this is more of a journal and a reminder of what we did instead of a written one, because I don't do that. I can ramble and talk forever. So, yeah, that's all. And then we'll keep updating. So, hope you guys are having fun at home. These probably won't get up until I'm back home anyway, because YouTube and Japan are being assholes right now. So, yeah.